However, it is Doctor Strange number 60. I have gotten rid of that awful Justice League comic now, but I have chosen to hold onto this part because it is Canary, and I have decided she is now my girlfriend. She is my official girlfriend and everything. Me and Canary here, real name Cassandra Bird or summit, but I just call her Canary because that is my pet name and it is also her superhero name. Me and her, we are going out now. In fact, we just went for a romantic walk down all the boulevards. We did an Eskimo kiss and stuff, but you cannot call it that anymore, so we just did an Inuit kiss instead, because we are progressive. It is going really well, and she is beautiful, isn't she? I am like the luckiest guy in the whole world. She might pop in on my videos from time to time, and I hope that is okay, because I love her and I want to include her in my life, if she wants to be included. This comic though, before I begin, I have got a big trigger warning for you. There is a whole bunch of Draculas in this issue. If you have never seen one of my videos before, Draculas petrify me. They are scary. They are scarier than Scream 1, 2 and 4. But also, I will say up front, when a comic is this good, I am willing to overlook that I won't be able to sleep tonight. This one, it has got Doctor Strange and the Avengers teaming up to fight an evil army of evil Draculas. There is Scarlet Witch. This is Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, and Doctor Strange. And you might think I'll rate this comic down because he doesn't look anything like Benedict Cumberbatch. But I'm not, because I haven't even seen that film anyway. At the start, it's quite a Hank Miller style page. The establishing shot of the city, it is very Hank Miller. Someone is ganning around and gathering up all the homeless people, all the drifters, all the gang members, and they're gathering them all up into a big warehouse. Except it was a Dracula, and they are now all eaten up and made into Draculas too. And there is Scarlet Witch. If you fancy her, well, there is a picture of her. Unfortunately for her, I am a one-woman man. And I am sorry, Charlotte, but you cannot compare with my Canary. So Scarlet Witch is posing and Doctor Strange's Casper form shows up and he wants her help. The Dracula wants to use the Dark Book from the series Dark Books, and Doctor Strange has gone to Scarlet Witch because she was the last person to use it, and it has been hidden away in a secure location, in a safe, in Avengers Mansion ever since. Then we have got this page, and it is great. Even though the Draculas are on it again, they are talking about attacking Avengers Mansion to get the Dark Book, and I love it. The Dracula, the main one, he says he doesn't want to fight Thor again, and that is from an old issue of Thor where they did a fight. And one of the Draculas is from AIM. They are a terrorist group in the Marvel Universe. This comic, I forgot to say it again. This comic is written by Roy Sternman, and I think I have praised him a lot. Him and Mark Griswold, they are the absolute best at writing a shared universe. Pretty woman there, very pretty. I like her. Maybe if Canary is up for it, we could have a threesome. And Doctor Strange, he is friends with a detective who is a Dracula. Scary stuff. Scary, scary stuff. Anyone can be a Dracula, even your mum. So be careful. You might wake up tomorrow with 2 holes in your neck because you were stupid enough to trust your mum to not be a Dracula. And straight away, wasting no time, the Draculas start attacking Avengers Mansion. And the rats are there too, because Draculas are best mates with rats. So all the Draculas, the lowlives from the start, they are rushing at Avengers Mansion. They want to get the Dark Book for their Dracula master. And this is a really niche, or niche, like all the other YouTubers incorrectly say. This is a really niche thing to like, but we see that Avengers Mansion, the various security systems, start fighting them off, and normally stuff like this would just be ignored or it would be absolutely useless. But here we see it does actually help, it does its job. But the Draculas, they just overwhelm it by sheer number. And inside, the only Avengers there at the minute are Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, and Alfred. And Alfred is just a butler. And remember, this is a Doctor Strange issue. This isn't an Avengers book. But look at this bit here, the little bit they give Alfred. That Avengers Mansion might fall to rabble such as this, it is unthinkable. Well, they shall not pass Alfred Pennyworth without a fight. I love Roy Sturman. He is great. He might be the best writer that comics ever had. And he is dead nice to fans. He posts on loads of forums and stuff. And he is really polite and friendly. And if you didn't like his story, he doesn't call you a Nazi sympathizer or try to link you to the charlatan disaster. Captain Marvel sends Alfred off to safety and she starts fighting the Draculas. And Doctor Strange shows up as well and he says there must be hundreds of them. So Doctor Strange starts using magic against the Draculas. And this one knows magic himself, so they have a magic fight like in Harry Potter. And Doctor Strange wonders where the main Dracula is, because he isn't there. And he's actually sneaking into Avengers Mansion from their submarine dock. And the big army attacking from the front, that is just a diversion. What a dastard. So Doctor Strange and Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, they are fighting the army, and Charlotte Witch shows up, and she lives with the Vision. You think she would at least bring him. She jumps in to help the fight as well, and they can. It seems that for every 10 of these we take down, 20 more show up as replacements. That is scary. They are like a Dracula legion. I have no chance of having a good night's sleep tonight. I am chilled to my bone. So Charlotte Witch uses her magic, and her and Doctor Strange, they manage to put down all the Draculas, and that is convenient. And then they start to wonder, well, where is the main one? And he is already in the mansion from the secret access point. This comic, it is also a public service announcement. Always check your secret access point is closed, or a Dracula will swim up it. One thing I do like, well, I like a lot of things in this comic, but one that I am highlighting right now, at this moment, is that the characters, they doubt the existence of Draculas at first. Like Charlotte Witch, she didn't believe they existed, even though she has fought one in Avengers 129. And here, Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, she doesn't believe in them either, even though she has just fought them. She thinks they are doing a joke, and maybe that it is like a whole hidden camera stunt for telly or something. And even though the main Dracula has slipped past them, none of these characters are shown to be incompetent. They immediately confront him, and Doctor Strange rushes in, and then there's multiple Doctor Stranges there. A number that matches the amount of characters involved. And then one of them blasts the Dracula with energy powers. Hint, hint. Meanwhile, the real Doctor Strange is with the Dark Book, and he is trying to do something with it to stop the Dracula from using it. And he's nearly seduced by it himself. Say it was all an illusion. It were the Avengers and Doctor Strange's Dracula friend disguised as Doctor Strange, and they were fighting the Dracula while the real Doctor Strange went to secure the Dark Book. So the Dracula, he is annoyed and he runs off to fight the real Doctor Strange. And this bit is fantastic. Doctor Strange has made the Dark Book disappear, and he is dead weak now. And the Dracula is gonna bite him, but then Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, she comes in and her energy powers, she can use them to simulate the sun, and that is like a Dracula's weakness. And Captain Marbles, she defends Doctor Strange. That's right, I went a little heavy on the ultraviolet rays, just with you in mind. And I can change into other kinds of energy that can be even nastier. So do not try anything cute. This man is under Avengers protection. Captain Marbles, the shit one, Karen Daggers, she has never done out as epic as this. Karen Daggers threw men and women into a gulag for not being part of her alt-patriarchy. She'd never do something as useful as fighting a Dracula. She'd probably cozy up with them if they were women. Monica Rambeau, she just beat the king of the Draculas here. The Dracula, he says that he's going to kill them all, but Charlotte Witch says that an emergency alert has been sent out and the other Avengers will be here soon. And the Dracula, again, he is worried about fighting Thor. Although I reckon Thor probably isn't the worst Avenger for him to fight. Division would be worse, cause he can just go invisible or put his hand in his heart. And Charlotte Witch didn't even bring him. And he does solar power stuff and he doesn't have blood, so he can't be sucked off by a Dracula. So the Dracula admits defeat and he turns in a mist and he disappears. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Although probably not the Avengers, Captain America and Thor and She-Hulk would have shown up at the mansion and been like, "Oi, where's this emergency?" This comic is brilliant. I do try to avoid throwing around words of praise like that. Usually I will say it is good or it is great, but brilliant, this is perfect. That's another one. This is really, really good. This is a fantastic Doctor Strange story. It is a fantastic Avengers story. It is a fantastic Dracula story. It's a fantastic story in general. I rate this 7 thumbs up.